Hey, what's up, guys? Are you tired of dealing with cumbersome authentication systems in your web application? Look no further. In this video, we will be exploring the powerful combination of NestJS and GraphQL to create a seamless, secure authentication process that will take your app to the next level. Whether you are a seasoned developer or just starting out, this is the video for you. So, grab your coffee and get ready to dive in. But before that, editor, please drop the intro. Alright, guys, now it's time to get our hands on. So please make sure that you have properly hooked up NestJS with GraphQL, Prisma, and Postgres. If you haven't done yet, please look down below in the description. There is a video that explains all the steps you need to take in order to be on the same page with me now. So, in this video, we are going to create an authentication process in our project, right? So now, guys, let's open up our Visual Studio Code with the previous project. You can download this project or clone from GitHub in the link down below. So I have my Visual Studio Code here opened already, and let's create a resource for us. The resource will be auth. So we can do like this. I have to open my apps project, right? And API here. So let me see. Yeah, I'm in the right side now. So let's create our project here. Resource auth. We are gonna select GraphQL code first, right? And we are gonna select, we want to generate all the CRUDs for us. So yes. And for now, we want to have some CRUD entry points. And here, guys, we have a boilerplate resource for our auth resource. And since we choose GraphQL code first approach, we have a schema file to check here, right? So let's open up our Prisma file, which is in the Prisma folder, and we have Prisma file here. If we look in our module under DTO folder, we see we have these two DTOs as well, right? So we have create auth and update auth here. And we do have all these things because NestJS auto-generated all these files for us. And also we have a schema GQL file. And we have to work on our DTOs and set them up properly. And we also need to work on our entities because everywhere you see this example field, we have to change them. Otherwise it won't work, right? But now we have to create an entity. So let's create a user entity for us. Let's do this command here, guys. nestg module user. And inside this folder user that we created here now, let's create a new entity named user.entity.ts. And inside the user entity, we have to import our GraphQL resource. So let's import here. And then we are going to create our user entity like this. So this will be an object with some properties that we can send back to our DTO. So now let's work on our DTO. So let's create a new DTO named signResponse.ts. So let's go back into our DTO here, new file. We are going to create this signResponse.ts file. And we have to import some fields as well, the GraphQL and the user entity here, and create a type here. So let's do that. And I have named it as sign because we are gonna do sign in and sign up with this DTO. It might be not be the best name here, right? But yeah, let's use it. If you want, you can come up with a better name if you want, of course. And here you will see an object type and the field decorator like this. And also the field here. So now guys, we have to import some validation library because we are gonna create some validations as well in our DTO. So let's do that. We are gonna install class validation first. We can do like this. And also let's install npm install class validator. And now let's install npm class transformer. That's it. And now let's add some validations to our sign response. So for example, here we are going to create in the first field here, before field, we are going to add at is not empty. Oh, I have to import this first, right? Yes. So let's import this first. Class validator, and there you go. So now we have empty here. Now let's import as well is string here, and then is string. Now let's change our file create auth.input file to be more comprehensive. So let's go into our DTO here in our create auth.input, and let's change it to signing up dot input ts. And let's change this DTO to this code here. So I'm gonna update the imports as well, and you're gonna use this class here instead. So what's going on here, guys? In order to sign up a user, we needed the username, the email, and of course, we have to use a password if you are not using a magic link. And then also, we perform some simple validation here using these two decorators, right? The is not empty and is string. And then also, we needed to perform another step so that this basic validation can work. So open the main.ts file. And then here we can add these user global pipes like this. Now we have to fix all these errors here that we have in this file. So let's have a look. If we do like this, npm run dev, you can see we have a few errors here, right? So we have to go into each file here. For example, the update auth input here and change this file here, right? Because we've changed this. And input and here as well. So now we have to go into the auth service and change it here as well. Change it here and change it here. But this one start with not capital letter. And then we have this error here, which also we have to do this fix. And then we can see a few errors here. And this is happening because our database is not running. So let's open up our composer and run our composer to spin up our Postgres database. So let's do that. There you go. Now that we have our Postgres running, if we go back here and save here again, let's restart our server. Yeah, we have our application up and running. So now in our mutation, let's change the name, create auth to signing up, which represents a better name for this mutation as well, right? So let's change here, create auth, sign up. And also, let's change the auth response to sign response as we've changed previously. Don't forget to import this here, right? And now, if we open up the schema GQL file, we can see we have our sign response here. Let's have a look. Can you see here? It's completely generated automatically for us. That's brilliant, right? Also, we have our sign up input here as well. All right, guys, let's open up our GraphQL playground. But before that, we have to comment out some code here. So let's open up our file here. Let's open up appmodule.ts file, and our GraphQL is launching in this line here. But remember, we are serving a service static file here, which is our React page, right? So we have to comment out this part here, otherwise we cannot see the GraphQL playground. Then let's spin up our application. So let's go here and type localhost 3000 GraphQL. Yes, we have our GraphQL open and running. All right, it's pretty cool, right, guys? So, congratulations. We've made it to the end of part one. But don't worry, the excitement isn't over yet. In part two, we will be diving even deeper into Next.js and GraphQL to create a truly seamless and secure authentication process. We will explore advanced techniques, best practice, and even a few surprises along the way. So be sure to tune in for part two. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest in web development. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.